Yep, San Francisco made all the headlines last week, but the Chiefs dominated them. The Chiefs are now 3-0 in games where they were down by 10 this year.
Yep.
The Chiefs look like a Super Bowl contender, and the 49ers obviously think they are too, or they wouldn't have traded all those picks for Christian McCaffrey.
Yep.
What was the story? The Chiefs' dominance or San Francisco being a clear tier below them?
All right, let's start with the San Francisco side quickly, and then we'll get to the Chiefs side. And also shout out to the producers who, after I've been begging them to put 20 minutes on the clock for our A block on Mondays, they put 21 minutes on, gave me an extra 1 minute here. I appreciate that. All right, the Niners have two obvious issues. One is their quarterback. Now, their quarterback, it was not the reason they lost yesterday. However, that pick he threw at the goal line when the game was still tight that allowed the Chiefs to take firm control of it, that is, Jimmy G is going to do that once a half. He tried to do it again later in the game, throw another goal line pick. The Chiefs' corner, I think, was Snead, just wasn't able to get to it. Right. But they know that. That's why they went and got Christian McCaffrey, so they can take the ball out of his hands. The bigger concern for the Niners is they got healthy for this game. They had the number one defense in the league by a yardage metric. They had a top three defense by points metric. And the Chiefs, here's how their drives went. Interception by Mahomes on the opening drive. Touchdown, end of half drive, sliced them down the field. Mahomes threw a touchdown. There was a very questionable low block penalty on Jerick McKinnon. Wiped the touchdown off the board. Yep. So the Chiefs kicked a field goal and missed it. So four first half drives after the opening drive where he threw a pick, down the field for a touchdown, down the field for a touchdown, down the field, could have been for a touchdown, goes off the board. Second half, touchdown, put in Chad Henne. So that is 8 drives against the Chiefs' number one offense. 6 ended in touchdowns. A 7th would have, if not for a questionable call, and Mahomes made one mistake. The Chiefs had a clear plan to try to use the Niners' pass rush against them. They kept running at Nicky Bosa. Yep. It worked beautifully. McCole Hardman had the best game of his life. So for the Niners, your whole idea is we are going to get just enough out of Jimmy G in the offense, and our defense is going to carry us. Having the Chiefs hang 44 on you, well, 42. Jimmy G took another safety. Is concerning. Now to the Chiefs side of things. The Mahomes numbers, there's a whole article on NFL.com that is just about the records Mahomes set yesterday. So a few different things. So Mahomes is now 13-9 in his career when he trails by double digits. That is 59% of the time when down 10 plus, he wins. Right. The next highest in the league is Tom Brady at 39%. But that actually understates it because while he's 13-9 overall, he started his career 1-4 in games when he trails by double digits. So since 2019, he is 12-5 in games where he trails by 10 points. For context for that, highest quarterback winning percentage, including the playoffs, since 2019. So the last 4 seasons. Mahomes wins 79% of his games. Aaron Rodgers wins 73% of his games. Mahomes wins 71% of his games when trailing by double figures. And then number 4 is Tom Brady at 70%. So the only quarterback in the last 3.5 years who wins more games overall than Mahomes wins when trailing by double figures is Aaron Rodgers. Also, yesterday was Mahomes' 70th career game. He now is first all time through 70 games in wins, yards, and touchdowns. Yesterday was Mahomes' 8th career game with 400 yards and 3 passing touchdowns. Okay? His 8th career game. That is the 5th most in league history.
Okay.
Breeze has 12, Manning and Marino have 11, and Brady has 10. Those 4 guys, this is all from NFL.com, did that in a combined 1,120 games. The fewest was Marino, who played 242. Mahomes has 5. He has played, as I just mentioned, 70 games. The Chiefs have the highest scoring offense in the league by a mile, and this is all without Tyreek Hill.
Yep.
And so this is what, when people ask me why I get so irritated about the Josh Allen commentary, it is not because Josh Allen is not an excellent player. He is. But Josh Allen is, right now, Karl Malone in the 90s to Michael Jordan.
Okay.
He is a guy who is and could potentially be an all-time great, but he is up against the most talented player in the history of the league who has had the greatest start to a career of any player in the history of the league. One other fun note about comebacks this year, and this is not from NFL.com, this is from my great statisticians, Dusty and Josh. This year, Mahomes win down double digits is 3-0. The rest of the NFL is 17, 71, and 1. So Mahomes has 3 double-digit comebacks. The rest of the league does it 19% of the time. It is just another level entirely. And this was against a defense that you guys heard me last week I thought could give the Chiefs real problems.
Yeah.
And they got everybody back. They got healthy. And yesterday was another example that when that Chiefs offensive line plays well, which it did not against Buffalo, it did not in the first half against the Raiders. When the Chiefs offensive line plays well, the offense is unstoppable. This was also the 20th consecutive game the Chiefs either had a lead or at least tied for the lead in the fourth quarter. So there has not been a game for the last 20 games they have played. There's not been one that they were not at least in position to win. Hey, thanks for watching. Hit the subscribe button to get more from the show and make sure to click the bell to get notified every time new content drops. Check out full episodes of What's Right wherever you get your podcasts, or just click the link in the description below.